Hey you guys, welcome back to another vlog. I guess this is going to be like the first vlog I've actually filmed in a little while. I started filming a vlog and then it turned into my like 10-week pregnancy update a couple weeks ago. So Grayson is playing a game. Today is an exciting day, my friends. I'm going to have my first coffee since April, like early April, I think. I'm really excited. I've been like wanting to try to drink coffee again. I'm a little scared, not because I think like it smells so good and I want it so bad, but like I've just been so hesitant to get back to my normal foods. So like the first time I drank chocolate milk was a scary experience because I was like, it's a different texture, like will my body accept it? So I just hope that like the baby lets me drink a coffee. I just want just one coffee. Just one a day, please. That's all I ever drink. So I'm very hopeful. I'm 12 weeks now, so I turned 12 weeks yesterday. And so we're in the last week of the first trimester, which is really exciting. But it's always confusing. Some people say the first trimester ends at 12 weeks. Some people say 13 weeks. Some people say 14 weeks. I meet in the middle and I say at 13 weeks, you're in your second trimester. It varies. Like doctors, midwives, everybody will say a different thing. It's so funny because the first trimester is always the wonky one. Everybody else agrees on like second trimester and third trimester, but not the first one. So I'm really excited. I've got coffee brewing. Today is a cozy, rainy day. So the plan is to just clean and kind of just have a cozy little home day and catch up on chores, maybe bake some cookies because that sounds good. I'm slowly starting to like cook and bake again. It's weird to like try and get back into normal routines because I'm so scared to push myself too far, but I think it's been long enough now that like I am truly in the clear and it's okay. Like sometimes I get like a small wave of nausea, but it's totally controllable and it's like something I can like focus on something else or I can do something to stop it now, which is so much nicer. And it doesn't happen very often. It's just like usually first thing in the morning before I've eaten, being in the kitchen sometimes if there's a funny smell or something can be like, I don't like it. Yeah, but besides that, so much better. And I'm so happy that I finally got like my first non-pregnancy video out, the homeschool video I posted. So I'm trying to like get back on my filming routine and get things out that I would normally post. So I thought today was a good day to vlog. The garden is just like absorbing all the rain. I didn't even get the full garden in. I got the garden bed in, but like I totally forgot about potatoes. So I don't know, I might still plant them and just see if they survive. It's a really cool year so far. Like this season is really cool. We're gonna have a lot of rain. Things are hovering, you know, in the high teens, very, very low 20s for temperature, and that's just like unseasonably cool, but I love it. I'm so in love with it. So hopefully it doesn't get like burning hot this summer and the garden will just be patient. I think it's time for me to go out and harvest some spinach, but we'll see. I'm just like letting the rain do its thing, hoping everything grows nicely. But yeah, I just wanted to say hi and document my first coffee, but also just like check in. Oh, apparently I don't have good vlogging wrists anymore. I'm gonna start making coffee. Hold on. Okay, here we go. I made myself a Yoki latte. It's what I drink all the time. It's a pro-metabolic coffee. Oh, it smells delicious. I just hope that I can handle the collagen. Collagen doesn't really have a smell, but like I noticed when I was pregnant, I could smell the collagen. So like, so far so good. I just like didn't stick my face in the container. Oh, coffee, I missed you. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, I'm so excited. I could cry because like, I can't explain to you just like how normal it makes me feel to make a coffee and to like, my routine has not been normal basically since I was 5 weeks pregnant. So like mid-April, I just haven't had anything normal or like what my normal routine is like. So like homeschooling wasn't normal. Being able to be in the kitchen, like I spend so much time in the kitchen. I cook, I bake all the time. Having a coffee and sitting down and like reading a book, like none of that stuff has been normal. So just to have a coffee again, it just feels like a part of my normal routine, and I could cry. It's probably because I'm pregnant, but I guess I should address it because I'm sure I'll get questions about drinking an egg yolk latte. So if you're new, I follow like pro-metabolic eating lifestyle. It's just a way. How do you explain pro-metabolic? I'll probably do like a nutrition video for pregnancy because I've gotten a lot of questions about that. But in these vlogs, I just like to give you like extra little tidbits here and there for those that like commit to watching my random daily life. So I follow something called the Brewer's Diet during pregnancy, and I've been using the Brewer's Diet as a very loose guide for preconception for like a year and a half. But the Brewer's Diet is pro-metabolic eating. Pro-metabolic eating is just like eating in a way that fuels your metabolism. It's kind of becoming a fad. I'm sure you've heard of it. A lot of us have been doing it for many years. I'm back to pro-metabolic eating after being vegetarian for 3 years, and this is how I've healed my hormones and balanced my body back out because vegetarianism like wrecked everything. Hi, Sam. So it just means keeping your metabolism happy. Like, for example, not drinking coffee on an empty stomach first thing in the morning. You eat breakfast first, preferably breakfast with protein, like adequate protein. It's like getting adequate protein levels. So in pregnancy, I need to get way more, but I shoot for at least 100 grams a day. We're working on that, slowly getting back. It's things like raw milk, or the closest you can get to it. Like here we can't get it. I get my eggs from a farm and I consume raw egg yolk daily. It's like I'm not just like cracking an egg into my mouth though. So like I drink pro-metabolic coffee, which just means that it's like a full, complete little snack. It's not just caffeine, which is going to spike your glucose and give you the jitters. It's got your full fats, your protein, and your carbs, and like all your good stuff to like balance everything. And that's really what it's about. It's just balancing meals, nourishing meals. Basically all the meals, just you're just trying to eat from as it's like homestead eating. Like what you can grow on the farm, that's preferably what you want to stick to. Yeah, you can indulge in other things all the time. It's not like there's no rules. That's what people always get confused about. Well, what are the rules? Well, it's not a diet, so there's no rules. And people are like, what do I do? So that can get confusing. But pro-metabolic coffee, you whip a raw egg yolk with sugar and make custard. You put that into your coffee when you steam your milk, and you mix that together, and you mix collagen in your milk. And so this is collagen, egg yolk, sugar, coffee, and full fat Jersey milk in my case. And so it's like a full little like kapow, so it doesn't crash your body when you consume it. Hopefully that was an okay explanation. I feel like everything I say takes so much longer to say right now. The baby brain is real. I just almost choked. The baby brain is real, and it's like come back full force. So please forgive me. Oh, and that's the other thing I was going to say is that you just have to make sure you know where your eggs are coming from and that you trust the source, especially when pregnant. I wouldn't start this while pregnant, but since I've been consuming for raw egg yolk, hiccups, for so long, it was already part of my diet before I got pregnant. It is something part of what I think contributes to me actually getting pregnant and healing everything. That's another story though. I'm comfortable consuming them. I know my farmer. I get my eggs from a local farm. I trust her completely, and she knows that I'm pregnant and she knows that I consume raw eggs, so she doesn't wash the eggs for me because that keeps the bloom on them, which is where salmonella comes from, the shell, and it's from washed eggs being contaminated. And because when you wash an egg, the pores open and things can go into the egg from the shell. If you keep the bloom intact, which is like a special coating that naturally happens when a chicken lays an egg, then like your risk of salmonella is virtually none. Like I have a way higher risk. I'm more worried about getting salmonella from unwashed fruit and veg, like lettuce especially. I wash the crap out of my lettuce because I'm more concerned about that with pregnancy than an egg. So hopefully that clears anything up. So, hi you guys. It's the next day. Cody and I ended up going to Costco last night, so I totally forgot to film. Sorry, I don't have my speaker on me, so hopefully this volume is okay. We are at our last homeschool gym sports class, so the kids are doing that right now. But Carly is with me for the first time in months, being able to come out. I'll explain later, but her nails have been really bad, but we had a really, really awesome vet appointment. We were able to handle them and get her on new medication, so she's feeling so much better. So Carly girl is here, enjoying the fresh air and watching the gym class. Yeah. There's two separate classes. There's like a teenage class, preteen teen class that Mackenzie's in, and then like a kid class that Gray's in, and they go at the same time. Or like one after the other, but they all kind of hang out and play while they wait for the other class to be done. This is probably the most unflattering angle and terrible vlogger etiquette to just vlog while laying down, but I just needed to rest for a second. We just got back from our last gym class of the year, so I took the kids to gym class, and I wasn't sure if we were going to go because it's been raining really heavily, but it cleared up. So we went, and I took Carly out with us because she has not been able to come anywhere lately because her feet have been really bad. So if you don't know, Carly is our bigger dog, and she is turning 13 this year. She's a very old girl, but she has a very rare autoimmune disease called slow disease. It affects her nails and her nail beds, and she gets really, really horrible toes. They break off really easy. She's prone to infections. It's just like a brutal thing, and it's constantly having to be like reassessed and recontrolled. So she was having like some bad months where like it's just been really, really hard to keep up with her nails, especially with me being pregnant now. It's just been really, really difficult. So she kept having like a broken nail here, and then she would heal, and then she would break another one. So like she can't walk and go for walks and do normal dog stuff when she's got an injured toenail. So last Friday, we took her to the vet. We finally we just like had a phone consultation with our vet a couple weeks ago. And we were like, we need to come up with a new plan. Our vet is amazing. When Carly first got diagnosed, because most dogs who have this disease aren't big dogs, they're usually smaller dogs. He consulted with like other vets from other areas and stuff, and he's so good. So we kind of came up with a game plan. She's really reactive to having her nails touched now because it was so painful for her to, like, her nails would just pop off. They would just, like, they wouldn't be really attached. Like, could you imagine your fingernails just popping off? Blech. So gross. So, like, she associates her feet being touched with, like, a ton of trauma now. She got diagnosed, like, 2 or 3 years ago now. I think it's like 3 years ago now. So this has like been an ongoing thing, and we've just had to work and manage her symptoms and manage her illness as best we can. We've tried lots of things, and like it's constantly needing to be reassessed. So the last time we had her nails really well done, we had her sedated and like put under anesthetic, and we had her nails trimmed really short and cauterized because that was the best decision for her to have the least amount of pain for the longest amount of time. So we did that. However, we can't really do that again, and we can't really do that, like, it wasn't a permanent solution. We can't do that all the time, and we couldn't do it again because she's getting too old now, and now we run the risk of being sedated is like higher than, it's just higher than anybody's comfortable with, us or the vet. Because her life expectancy is 10 to 12 years, and she's turning 13 this year, so she's a very, very old girl. She's like, I don't know, in her like mid 80s for human years, probably. So we had this big consultation. I don't know if this was interesting to anybody. I just know that you guys like were with us when we discovered that Carly has all these issues, and she just beat cancer this year, and we had that removed and everything. And like, so I know a lot of you guys like to like, I mean, Carly's been with us forever, so I just like to update you guys when there's something to update on. So since I had Carly with me, I thought this would be a good time to tell you. So we came up with a couple of plans. Again, she's really reactive, so it's really hard for us to do her nails now. There was an incident where she like tried to bite the Dremel out of Cody's hand and bit Cody. It was only like, she's not an aggressive dog by any means, and she doesn't bite. It's just like her toes are incredibly painful, and doing anything with them is very traumatic for her, and it happened. She didn't try to bite Cody, she just like reacted to the Dremel, which we did all the time. So since then we've been really, really hesitant, and then I got pregnant, and now I'm super hesitant to do anything with her nails and like do nail stuff at home, because like I don't want to risk getting bit, or like, I don't know, you just like, when an animal is in distress, you just have to be careful, no matter if you've known that dog for your whole life and they've never bit anybody or done anything like that. An animal in distress is unpredictable. So we basically did this consult with our vet over the phone, came up with a couple of plans, and we're like, we don't want to sedate her again. And they were like, yeah, we don't want to sedate her again if we can avoid it too. So we came up with a couple of game plans, and we made an appointment. It ended up being best case scenario, which is so nice. So we made the appointment, only Cody took her in, and then Cody also like left the room after so that they could like assess how she reacted without Cody, because Cody is like the big bad nail guy who always does all the nail stuff at home. So we put her on new medication because that was another issue. She had anti-anxiety medication for dogs that she reacted really bad to. She like, it did the opposite for her, and she was just like tripping really bad. It was, poor dog, it was really bad. So we actually put her on Xanax. And so she got like a human prescription, and she got new anti-inflammatories and painkillers, because now it's like before we couldn't put her on too many painkillers because we didn't want it to affect her liver, but now it's kind of a thing of like, the time it would take to affect her liver doesn't really matter anymore, because she's so old that the life expectancy and the time it just doesn't add up anymore. So we got her on new medication, and she reacted so well to the Xanax, and she like got super dosed. Like, guys, we had to give her 2 the night before to like test it out and make sure it was okay, and she did fine, and like not super, she was just like kind of high. And then we had to give her 4. She's a really big dog. We had to give her 4 of them before her appointment. So it made her super chill and super mellow, and she did so good for her appointment that they were able to completely clip all of her nails without having to put her under, without having to like do like epic wrestling events to like restrain her. It was just so chill, and we were all shocked, and like it was just such a relief. Like, you don't even understand, because Carly is such a good girl. She's the sweetest. She loves people. She's just the nicest dog. And so to see her like not be herself during vet appointments or be so scared was just like really heartbreaking. So to see her just be super calm and enjoy herself, and to enjoy her pets and get her nails clipped. We haven't been able to clip her nails in years because it would just be too painful for her, the pressure. But she clipped them with no problem, and it was just like the biggest relief. So now she's on new meds, and she's like a whole new dog. She's got her nails done, and they had to remove 2, which is normal. We almost have to remove 1 every single time. There she is. She has the kids. But anyway, long story short, it went so well, and she's so much better. And so finally we were able to take her for her first walk. So I decided to try her since where we were doing the gym classes just down the street for right now. So she came with us and she did such a good job and she didn't seem like she was in pain. Oh, because we're also managing her medication for her like pain stuff. It's also managing her arthritis. So this is like the first time she was able to get out and like really just take a normal walk, and it was so amazing to just have her be out there and happy and good, and it just felt nice. So I'm gonna start bringing her with us lots. It's just hard, you know, like she's getting so old. We don't know how long we have left with her. She's doing so well. She's still like a puppy most days. The vet is always surprised by like how good her blood work is and how young she looks and like how like just still full of life she is, which is amazing. But you just never know with a dog, right? That's past their expected life expectancy. So it's just like this really hard balancing act to like maintain like good quality of life and like try and have her have the happiest year every year because we don't know when the last one will be. And that's morbid, but it's like it's just so hard. Like when we got Carly and Finn before we were even right after we got engaged. It's just a couple months after we got engaged. We got Finnegan, and then we got Carly shortly after that to keep Finn company and to be a buddy. And we've grown up with these dogs. Our kids don't know life without them. It's just really hard when your best friends get old. So yeah, that's a little Carly update. There's some drama happening. What's going on? Oh, I think it's been a little while since you guys saw Sammy. Here's Sammy. Happy as can be. Still getting lots of attention. Still being cuddled all the time. I just forget to film. Right? Yeah. Boo, boo, boo. We go downstairs. Boo, 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 boo. Tonight's dinner plan was like all over the place, so we all had different things for dinner. So I took this opportunity to make one of my favorite things. I don't usually have it very often. And I've only had it like, I don't know, 2 or 3 times this whole pregnancy, but spicy ramen is my favorite, like kimchi ramen. So, oh, so yummy. It's kimchi ramen. It's spicy and it has egg and cheese in it, like melted and whipped. And then this is kimchi. I know maybe some people think that looks gross, but it's one of my favorite things ever and it's so good, but it's super spicy. I can smell it. Hopefully, so far no heartburn. So like, hopefully this is fine. I just need to drink a lot of water when I eat this whilst pregnant. Hello, editing me here. I realized that I didn't actually finish ending this vlog. I ate that ramen and I watched a show and then we did bedtime and I went to bed. I feel weird just ending my videos on nothing, so I'm just gonna say goodbye to you. Thank you for watching. This video was filmed a week ago. Yeah. So just so you know, if you didn't catch that in the beginning, I usually try and put like when videos were filmed or like the day the first clip was started. Because I just mentioned I was 12 weeks. I'm 13 now. I know people are trying to keep up with like how many weeks I am, and I'm just trying to be as straightforward as I can about like delays and things like that and what you guys are seeing. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was super chatty and just like kind of random and short and sweet. But I hope you guys were cool with hearing an update on Carly. She's still doing awesome if you can see her behind me sleeping. But yeah, we're just really, really grateful that she's doing well and everybody's good, and I can't wait to be back to normal videos again. So thank you for watching, you guys. We'll see you in the next one very soon. Bye.